Coach Ig here with 3 double espressos down, and we're going to talk about deep squatting. Couldn't be a better day, couldn't be a better Saturday. So, squats. Let me take you through my levels of where I think you should be, or where you should try and be, and where you should go to have strong knees, strong tendons, reduce your injury chances, and make your legs 2 to 1 stronger than your upper body. Because most people avoid training legs because it's really hard and no one likes it. But if you train your legs, good things happen. Less injuries, stronger, faster, more flexible if we go all the way down. Really don't think you'll find anyone out there that criticizes squatting and says you shouldn't squat. If you don't use it, you lose it. Don't want to lose this very pivotal position that people take for granted. Just being able to sit here and maybe have a conversation. Not that you would, because you've probably got a chair, but you should still be able to do this for hours and hours, whether it's playing with your kids, playing sport. You should be able to deep squat, and you should be able to do it pain-free. And if you can't do it, keep watching, because I'm going to show you how I learned to do it. So, level 1, we're going to deep squat on heel elevation. So when I elevate my heels for a squat, so you can use a plate. I'm going to go with something that you've probably all got access to, which is a stable raised platform of some sort. You're in a gym, use a plate. Put your heels on the plate, your hip width apart, your chest's out, and we're going to squat. Now, how do we squat? Okay, hinge at the hips, sink into it with your glutes, drive your knees over the toes, slowly down, pause, and you're up. Some people are like, Iggy, what do I do with my hands? Well, do whatever feels comfortable. World's not going to end here, there, I don't care where you're going. Just put them around here. That's what I do. The whole objective here is that we're controlling a squat. 1, 2, pause, breathe out, all the way down. And we're developing and strengthening your VMO, the inside quad. Now, when you squat, you use loads of muscles. You're not just using that VMO, but the stronger and bigger that muscle, there's a correlation between you having stronger and healthier knees. So for me, getting out of chronic tendonitis and knee pain for 6 years, I basically started here, all the way down, pausing, all the way up. I got to a point where I could do like multiple sets, 2 to 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps, building some muscular endurance and working on good form. Because if you do high reps, you'll get really good at technique because you'll do it loads of times. So that's sort of my level 1. Before that, if you can't do this without sharp knee pain or you get lots of inflammation, by the way, I'm not a physio, I'm not a clinician, I'm a PT. So this is me just going through my lived experience as a PT. Always consult your doctor if you've got knee pain. This was me in post-physio situation, 6 years of chronic knee pain, trying to improve my pain, improve my mobility, and get stronger, and deep squat. If you can't do what I've just done, hold on, okay? Use assistance, it's not cheating. Take your ego out of the game, push through your heels, and just find something. Maybe that's even too hard, and you've got to hold on to something behind you, okay? I've seen some really cool ones before. I've done this with clients where you use a resistance band, put it around an apparatus of some form, and then you can actually just hold on to that. This is a bit too close for call, but you get the idea. All the way down, and then it can help you sort of come back up. Just find your entry level. If there's one thing you take away from this video, most exercises, and the best ones, are scalable and have regressions and progressions. You just have to find the level that you can work at that's challenging, but you've got good form and it's enabling you to get stronger, either by improving the form week to week, adding a few reps, or adding a few kilos to the bar, to the dumbbell, to whatever you're doing. But going from an assisted squat to no assistance, that's really borderline basic. Everyone needs to try and do this, very important. Once you can do that, we're gonna get a dumbbell, okay? So we're gonna do a goblet squat, or a goblet heel elevated squat, or a mouthful. So get to 20-25% of your body weight, front load with a dumbbell, heels on, big breath in, chest out, and the most important form tip here is to not let the elbows go below the knees. Keep your chest up, use your quads. Control it with intent, pause with intent, push through the heels, lead with the chest. If the weight's in front of you, you're going to use your abs and you're going to use a little bit more quad, okay? Common sense. The weight's here, so I'm going to use the muscles here. If the weight's behind me, I'm going to use a few more muscles behind me. Okay. So there you have it, unassisted, assisted, goblet squat. Once you can use the goblet for about 20-25% of your weight, you'll be close to an Olympic barbell. Generally these weigh 20 kilos, some of them weigh 15. Find out, have a look at the end, see what it's saying. That one actually doesn't say, but normally 20. So after a few months of goblet squatting, hopefully you get to the barbell, great place. Now you're gonna barbell back squat. Don't go straight to 60, but this is a good weight for me to demonstrate. Narrow grip on the shoulders, chest out, hips forward, bang. 2 steps. Got quite a wide base now. Big breath in, and I'm gonna focus on driving the knees over the toes. So I'm gonna really get that knee flexion, own the bottom, bang, push. 1, 2, pause, push. 1, 2, pause, push. There we are. So just so you can see, I've gone from holding onto a resistance band to not holding onto anything, to adding a bit of load, and then I got here within like 6 months. How strong am I gonna get? If I can keep going up and get to 100% body weight, bit more, gradually and safely, I'm gonna get really strong in a low position that many people can't. Do the things you're bad at, good things will happen. People don't like to do things they suck at. I get that, it's hard. But try and force yourself to fight and improve on your weak links in the gym, because that's what's gonna benefit your mobility. And this is a 2-in-1 for stretching. If I'm down here and I'm going all the way up, I'm gonna have very flexible, mobile hips and good flexible mobile knees, strong knees and ankles, if I can hack a load of weight down here and come back up. Historically, for years and years from a teenager, I used to just squat to a box or to 50. World's not gonna end, it's okay, you're still squatting. Exercise is great, but let's make it more efficient. Let's go all the way down. And then when you accidentally get down here and you fall over, maybe you won't get injured. Injuries happen all the time, but maybe you'll reduce the chance of being injured if you have a history of doing knee flexion with weight in a controlled and stable environment. Maybe the one time you're in an unstable and uncontrolled and chaotic environment, your knee will be able to handle stuff a bit better. One analogy is I play basketball, and if I'm in a defensive stance, I have to have my knees bent. I have to go side to side, defending like this, okay? If I've got weak legs, I can't do that. If my knees hurt the moment my knees go over my toes, I can't do that. So I need to train deep knee flexion at a level that's comfortable for me, where I can gradually progress from nothing or holding on to a goblet squat, to a back squat, and to a front squat. Last one, okay? So this is the final bit on the tree. Some of you might have already done it. Just gonna do a quick demonstration, but it's the goblet squat with a barbell. The only reason you use a barbell is you can incrementally load. So loading is adding weight. With barbells, you can put on little plates. Look how cute these are. Little 500 grams, little potato, half a bag of potatoes. Dumbbells go up in like 2.5 kilo increments. Barbells, you can be a bit more particular. So it's a really good tool. They're all just tools. There's no right or wrong. Dumbbells, barbells, no bells, I don't know. You just find what works for you, doesn't give you pain, sharp joint pain, and you can get on, hammer it, get the form good. So last one is the front squat. Get my chest nice and close to the bar. Gonna whack those elbows up. It's gonna be quite a flexible one for mobility on the wrist, so you gotta be kind to yourself when you first start it. Resting the bar on my shoulder blades. Big breath in. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause, push. Regret. Whoa. And press it back. And my mic getting obliterated there. Oh, little magnet. Cool. Did my front squats last night in a 5K parkrun this morning, so that was kind of tough. That's the harder one. Why? Front squats, as you can see, I'm holding the bar, using my traps. You're limited by your strength up here, and it's a lot harder and deeper for your quads. So the front squat, I would say, is the hardest squat because it's got the intensity and load of a back squat. But rather than using your glutes and lower back, if I'm in a back squat, this is being used. In a front squat, the weight's in front of me. So I'm being pushed back, and wherever the weight goes, the muscles are emphasized, quads. But hey, this is a great position because I'm in a deep squat. It requires a lot of mobility. So as it gets heavier and heavier, my hips are gonna get a bit more flexible. I'm gonna get stronger in an uncommon scenario. You know, how many people jam down here? Not many. So that was my little step-by-step guide, or less a guide, more of a sort of walkthrough, I guess, or a look at where you could be in the journey of squatting. These aren't just random exercises. There's a progressions and regressions list. Start assisted, go unassisted, grab a dumbbell. Once you can do 25-30% of your body weight for high reps, use a barbell. Once you get comfortable with the barbell, do the front squat. The front squat's about 25% harder than the back squat, I found. Just keep that in mind when you're loading it. And make sure you do it pain-free, so no sharp joint pain. And if you get a bit of inflammation or your knees hurt the next day or the day after, just dial it down a bit the next week or the next session. I couldn't play basketball for 6 years because I had chronic knee pain. Deep squatting, low and slow. So you see I was controlling all of those reps, pausing at the bottom and coming up. Your tendons love it when you do slow, controlled reps. So if you're in a place of learning all this for the first time, good form, slow, low eccentrics, pause and hold the tension, and be very specific with your form. Record yourself, record the last rep of the last set. Work on movement and form. If you put movement quality and form first, the weight will naturally go up as you find it easier and easier. But this is something you should work on day in, week out, well, more week in, week out, month to month. Strength training should hopefully be something you're thinking about for decades, because it's one of the most well-researched things for longevity. You want strong hips, you want strong knees, you want good ankles, you want to be mobile, you want to play with your kids without knee pain, you want to be good at sport if you play it, you want to be quick. Loads of people run. Running requires the use of your quads and glutes and calves. Well, guess what? The squat works and improves all of them. If they get stronger, running gets easier. Running is better. So do the squat, think about the progressions and think about where you fit into them. If there's anything I've missed, let me know. I'm here for you guys, trying to help do my bit to educate. Please subscribe, leave a comment below if you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.